bakers. We are here at night. It is almost 11 o'clock, and we are starting a process that is going to take us several hours to do. What are we doing? We are making and canning
spaghetti sauce.
Spaghetti sauce. Homemade spaghetti sauce. Now this spaghetti sauce, the kids seem to really enjoy it. Don't you? You like this?
Last year it was really spicy and good.
Last year was really spicy and good. And I'll tell you why later on. So, but we're going to have fun with this. We're going to do a movie marathon for the kids. That way, when things are cooking, I'll just come in every 15 minutes, stir it, and then go back, keep on watching the movies with them. It's going to be a good time. Jill is asleep. But Jill can sleep pretty good. She's a really, really, really good. She's trained for many years to be a really good sleeper, and she is very good at it. So she can sleep through a lot, thankfully. So we're going to go ahead and get started down here. We're going to go through the process of preparing it and cooking it, and then we'll put it in a water bath. We don't have to go through the whole 11 pounds, 15 pounds, whatever, of pressure, and I'll pressure can. We're just going to do a water bath on it for 40 minutes. But first things first.
A sip of coffee for Dad.
I got my little buddy on a
Daddy's
picture with
little
me.
warrior on the back.
It does say Daddy's Little Warrior, Joshua, on the back of it. This was a gift from someone. It's very precious to us. Thank you so much. I have 2 or 3 favorite coffee cups, and this is definitely one of the top of those 3. So, yeah, coffee tastes good, don't it? I kind of think that I would be coffee, so I made a whole pot of it. I percolated coffee. It tastes good. Oh, another little tip that we do here at Moon Gap Bakers, we look for ways to try to save or extend or use money wisely. We don't like throwing it away. So for our coffee, we have the good quality coffee that we use for when guests are over or when we like to really relax and enjoy it. And we have the cheap coffee, or it's not really cheap, cheaper coffee for like just regular use anytime. But late at night when you just want to have a taste of coffee just to enjoy for 5 or 6 hours. So that way we don't waste the good stuff. That was one little tip. We look for other tips too. So why are we doing this sauce at night? We are doing it to save on electricity. You believe that? Doing this and cooking for hours, it's going to be uncovered, so it's going to be a lot of steam coming up out of here for 5 or 6 hours while it is cooking and mixing and blending together. Perfectly blended together. But it's going to be hot. So if I did it during the daytime, we'd be running the air conditioning all the time. I'm not running air conditioning. I turn the air conditioning on and off throughout the day, depending on if we're in the house or not in the house. And so I don't want to waste it. Air conditioning is precious. You don't want to waste it. But we do have the windows open. We have the door open. I've got another couple windows up that I can open up. It's raining outside, which is great for the garden, great for the grasses and the hay fields and all. Great for our animals because they'll be able to have plenty of water and good vegetation, juicy vegetation to eat. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get started with cutting and prepping everything. We have 5 onions that we have to cut up and peppers, 5 different peppers that we have to cut up, or 5 peppers that we have to cut up. And then Avery is going to be in charge of using the food processor for them to make them really fine. It'll help with the cooking process, help get all those juices going, and it'll help it blend it much smoother, richer, fuller taste, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. And the kids really like it, so you know that they are super tasters, that they enjoy food. So if they like it, then You must be pretty good.
I'm a super taster.
So Logan's going to be helping, right? You are. Logan's going to be helping with chopping and preparing. And then the tomatoes, I am going to show you a way that will save you a lot of time because you have to peel the tomatoes. Or do you? I'll show you a little tip or two here pretty soon. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and get started. You guys just watch and enjoy us work, I guess. Don't worry, the video won't be 5 or 6 hours long, or 7 hours long. We'll chop it down. This is something that I totally forgot that I had. We had moved from Winchester, Virginia, down to Shenandoah County, and we had packed it away. And when we got here, we started up the garden. We just, we were busy. We're doing whatever we can to get started. And of course Joshua was here with me, and there was a lot of care and attention going on there too. So I totally forgot about this until towards the end of the season, when I was making a second or third batch of spaghetti sauce. But man, when I pulled this thing out, it was beautiful. It was perfect. It was doing everything I wanted to do. So with spaghetti sauce, you could have chunky spaghetti sauce, or you could have, smooth, thinner spaghetti sauce. I like it not so thick, but not so smooth at the same time. So what I like to do is, and what I was doing, I would take a tomato, I would take a tomato like this, and I would cut an X in the bottom of it. Just score it that way. Okay, I would have boiling water. I would take the tomato and I would put it in the boiling water for like a minute or two. I would pull it out and put it in ice cold water. I would shock it, and then I would peel it. And I would use a knife to peel it. I would cut out where the stem was around, the core. There's like a white cone-shaped looking piece inside there. I would cut that out, and then I would take out some of the seeds that I could, as many seeds as I could. But that takes a lot of time. It's very, very hot, and it's kind of frustrating sometimes if you're standing in one spot working. So, a few years ago, when we were in Tennessee, and we started working up Joshua's food, all natural and everything. Before we had the Vitamixer, my brother Adam, and he could have even, I think he gave it to us before that, maybe when we were in South Carolina or North Carolina. But he gave us this juicer, and this juicer is awesome. It was such a nice present. It was, and he really did something very special for us, and I'm forever grateful because we've used it a lot. Just when it got packed up and stuff, and it didn't get unpacked right away, and then just forgetting how precious some things are in life sometimes is it's easy to do, but it's not right to do. So, man, when I realized what I had, went down there and got it, and now I have this. And what this does, this is a Huron. I hope I said that right. It's Hurom. It's a slow juicer, and he gave it to me. It has a couple different filters for it. I have the yellow or the gold color one in there right now that I like better. It has the holes are a little bit bigger for it, which to me, I think it has to do with whichever type of fruit that you're using. If you have bigger seeds, you don't want to clog that up because then everything won't flow through as nicely. But something like maybe raspberry or something with smaller seeds would be different. So you take it, you put it in the top. This right here spins around. It spins around, and it pushes the juice and the whole thing through the system. Now there's a little rubber clip like that you can put in the bottom of this part right here, and I tested it out to make sure I had everything put together right. There's a little clip on the bottom right here, this little thing right here, and there's two shoots that come out of it And if I put that clip over here on this chute, nothing will be able to come out through this hole. All right, but the way that I have it set up now is it's open. It's open, so now the juice, this port right here is set up higher. So the juice will actually roll out on this side, and the pulp, the skin, the peel, the seeds, it'll all come out this way. So now I have pure tomato juice right here. This is pure tomato juice. We could drink it, it's fine. Not me, because I'm not a big tomato eater. I like spaghetti sauce, but tomato juice, not so much. But Jill would enjoy this tremendously. So basically all I do is I take a tomato and I slice it, or if it's those little cherry tomatoes, I just have to take the green stem part off of it. And just, oh, did you see how easy that was? Look at this. Oh, there we go again. Oh, there we go again. So I'll go ahead and turn it on. And as you can see on this side, the pulp is coming out. See that? And on this side, the juice is coming out. It is perfect. So then when I get this almost full, I stop it. It'll drip some more juice out of it. I try not to waste any of the juice. And then I put the tomato juice in the stock pot to mix up for the spaghetti sauce. Now this is a huge, huge, huge time saver. And even if it wasn't, it's a lot more fun than it is scalding the tomatoes and putting them in ice water and then peeling them. You know? So I want to use this nice machine here. It's a Huron, Hurom. Very, very nice. And Adam, this is a beautiful gift, and I absolutely love it. It's such a big help. I know I told you that yesterday, or last year, but it was such a big help. Okay, here we go. That's most of it. Just go across here. Okay. Now you only got a couple of all right. See this right here? Look. This like that is. Like you have the muscle too. Okay. Go back there. Come here, talk to me. I can't hear you. Everybody said.
I don't know. Makes me cry.
Go get you. You're not gonna do it anymore?
I don't have room in
You have to figure out a way to do that. How are you gonna do it in the future? You're not supposed to put your face right on that.
I forgot your socks. Don't people worry about your socks anymore? It's about time. I told you that now, so when it's time to take it off, you don't have to.
I'm watching because of you, you're awesome.
Huh?
I'm watching everything because of you, you're awesome. Thank you so much. Stay here so that I can see you.
I want to see you to me do it first before I do it.
Now, put a wood over the blanket so they can see what it's not. A big red. People get a chance when I say big red. Some of these tomatoes. Just try to cut out where they're the stem doesn't leave. See that? Make sure the black spots on it. There's fine. Okay. Such a see, like got bumped in because it wasn't.
gonna be adding in the lemon juice.
The lemon juice going in? Okay. Nice and easy, good. Okay.
What goes in next? Then we're going to add in the red pepper.
The red pepper? Hold on. I like red pepper. Let's get it all. Let's get it all. Easy, easy, nice and
Now
easy.
we're going to be adding the soy sauce.
Soy sauce, secret ingredient. Be careful, both hands, please. Worcestershire sauce. Okay, nice and easy.
Now
Salt.
I'm going to be adding in the sea salt.
Sea salt. Okay. That is
I'm going to be adding in the basil.
that is fresh basil out of the garden right there. The recipe called for dry, but why use dry when you have fresh? So, all right, I need to put this in. So, I have to stir it up to put three in. Just remember so we know how many to pull out. All right, is that everything?
Well, when should I add in the bay leaves?
You can put the bay leaves in right now if you want to.
One, two. They're pretty good size.
Good. So we put 2 bay leaves in. That means at the end we have to pull 2 bay leaves out.
Oh, and one of those bay leaves look like a dinosaur. It's a, oh, looks like some salt didn't make it up.
Alright, I think we're good.
I'm sure that everything's in.
Okay, alright, we have everything added in there. The kids did an outstanding job of getting everything prepped and put in. We have, it's about up to here, so it's a little bit over half of our stock pot. This is a nice stock pot that, forget where we got it from, but the stove is turned on high, and it's starting to get really hot, but it's not boiling yet. So I wait till I'm going to take it up to a boil, and I'm just going to let it simmer for the next 5 to 6 hours. And every 15 minutes, I'm going to come in here and stir it. And I have to do that just to keep it consistent, keep the bottom from scorching, keep the ingredients from the bottom from scorching, and just keep mixing up and blending in all of the different flavors. I really like how the kids blended up the onions and the peppers really nicely. They chopped them up and then they diced them up in the food processor. It actually made it a lot smaller than being diced. So it was just tremendous what they did. Then to actually put them in the skillet, let them get a little bit of sauté flavor going on. That's a nice touch to this spaghetti sauce. Oh, this is going to be awesome. Awesome. Yes, it's going to be awesome. And while we're doing this, Logan has been working to clean the kitchen up. Avery and Logan both were cleaning up as they were going through. It just makes a huge difference. To clean up as you go makes a huge difference. That way at the end, when you can be sitting down drinking some coffee, you're not stressing and saying, man, I'm so tired, but I got to clean up all this stuff. It's a huge help. So that's a big tip. Hey, how you doing? It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I've been stirring every 15 minutes. My alarm goes off 15 minutes. I come in here and stir it. Go back in there, come back in another 15 minutes and stir it again. It's working good though. It's not sticking to the bottom. Look at this. Hey, it's after 5 o'clock in the morning. This has been going for, what time we start? 1:30. I don't remember. So it's been going for a while. But basically what I'm looking for is to thicken up a little bit. And it has been. But I've got my jars lined up. I've got the lids. I've got the rings for the 7 jars. All you do is heat them up, and the sauces turn out great. Those bay leaves that are in there, this last time when I was stirring, they kicked up, so I went ahead and pulled them out of there. You do not want to leave the bay leaves in there. It's just for flavoring. You do not want to leave the bay leaves in there. So, me and my friend, coffee, and this beautiful picture. Look at this. Look at my big boy. Hey, can you read that, or is it coming through backwards? The daddy's little warrior, Joshua. He hasn't slept. Do you know that Joshua is still on his first day in heaven? Okay, so I've gotten them all in there, all 7. The water's about to boil. I still have sauce left. Quite a bit, actually. Enough for a couple more jars. But I might just, I don't know if I'm going to water bath a couple jars. We'll see how many I fill up. Or just keep it in the fridge and use it for the next couple weeks. If you look behind me, you see that the sun's almost up. So this is coming to boil 40 minutes. And in these jars, I'll pull them out. They'll, not exactly like that, but they'll pop and seal. And it'll be good to go. And just let them, room temperatures kind of cool off. I did close the other window earlier. So now the whole kitchen windows are all closed. The only screen is open is the back door that has a screen. Well, I ended up with 2 more quarts, and this is about 3/4. 2/3 and 2/3. So, am I going to water bath for 2 jars? Working out good. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the other 2. Okay, so here I am. All done for today. Birds are singing outside. The chickens are wanting their food. Pigs are wanting their food. Daddy's wanting to take a nap. But you look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 quarts spaghetti sauce. Canned up and ready to go for this winter. That's going to be some good eating right there.